I'm Andy Sherrod, orchard manager at Royalty Pecan Farm. Honey is back on the shelf in our store or online while supplies last. A local beekeeper has a few hives on the property, and I keep a few as a hobby. Now, if you've ever wanted to take up beekeeping, it's easy, but you need to go into it well prepared. First, connect with your local beekeeper association. It's filled with amateurs and professionals, and they're there to help answer your questions. Second, buy the proper gear. Bees can be docile, but not always. First, you're going to need some protective gear. I've got a jacket and a veil. Some people use an entire bee suit, but this is essential to keep you from getting stung. The second essential component is a smoker. Now, the smoker masks the attack pheromone that's often given off when bee colonies are opened up. So a little bit of smoke will confuse the bees. They won't be able to sense that attack pheromone, and you'll be able to work the colony without too much problem. Two other things: you'll need gloves to handle the frames and to feed them if that's what you need to do. Then you're going to need a hive tool. This is used to pry the lid off, and it's also used to pry the frames apart so you can lift them out and examine the bees to judge their health and condition. Getting started is easy. First and best time is to get started in the spring. You can buy what's called a package. A package of bees is a queen, some nurse bees, and some workers. You introduce them into your own box. You can also buy what's called a nucleus. We call them a nuke. It's an established queen with the cells filled with brood. It's a working colony, but just a smaller version of the larger 10-frame box. If you already have an established colony, you can capture your own swarm to create additional colonies. And that's what I do. I have these swarm traps around the orchard and out in the woods. And online, this size is presumably the proper size for swarms that are looking for a new home to fill. They like this particular size and shape and void that this creates. So I'll hang these on trees out in the woods. I'll put some empty frames inside for them to get started. Once a swarm becomes established, I open the box, bring it home, put it in a nuke box, and we're ready to go. You can also split your own colony. You can take a 10-frame box, the queen, 5 frames of brood, nectar, and honey, put them in a separate box, and then buy a queen, and yes, you can buy queens from the queen store, introduce them into the other 5 frames. Once she's accepted, you've got 2 functioning colonies ready to grow. It's a fascinating hobby with sweet rewards.